It's the Last Stand Podcast. And here's your host, Brian Custer.
That's right, The Last Stand. Unfiltered, straight talk from some of the biggest names in sports and entertainment and in the sport of boxing. Listen, there's no bigger name than Adrien "The Problem" Broner, the former 4-division world champion. He's back for season 2 of The Last Stand. AB, welcome back to the show.
What's going on, Brian? You already know it's a pleasure to be on.
Always love having you on. Certainly appreciate it. Now, listen, we talked in depth in the summer, and we discussed your return to the ring. But now you have a date. You have an opponent. Tell us about it.
Oh, well, I just heard that the guy pulled out because of COVID. I don't know, but I guess they're gonna get somebody. But at this point, it don't matter who they get on. I'm in shape. I've been training my ass off, and I'm ready to come back and show the world what they've been missing.
So, originally it was supposed to be Pedro Campa, February 13th, Showtime Championship Boxing. Talk to me about why him. What did you find out about this guy?
Shit. His record speaks for itself. He was 31-1. He was a great opponent. I didn't want to come in and just get somebody I could just go in and knock out. I want to come in and get a tough test and, get the ball back rolling.
And if Campa, because of COVID, can't fight, I'm sure there was another opponent. Who are the other opponents that you guys had discussed?
Man, like I told you before, man, this shit it's like a box of chocolates. You never know who you're gonna get at this point. So, I'm just in the box picking and hoping I get the cherry.
Whether it was Campa, obviously with Campa, he had never fought anyone near your level.
Exactly.
So I guess my question is this a tune-up fight for some opponent that's even bigger for your next fight?
I don't think it's about the opponent for Adrien Broner. For Adrien Broner, the fans, even the ones that dislike me, they just want Adrien Broner to go in there and be Adrien Broner. Be in shape and get back to the old AB. And I think that's what I'm coming back around to. And February 13th, everybody will see.
You have certainly been working out like a madman. Listen, I saw the post. I mean, you were working out on Christmas, working out on New Year's Day. How much weight has Adrien Broner dropped?
About I want to say almost 40. I know it's like 36 to 38, almost 40 pounds.
Wow. So at your highest, how much were you weighing?
I was fat, man. I was heavy. But I wouldn't say I was fat. I was just heavy. I really don't get that big. I just get husky and like a bodybuilder.
Would you say you're over 180?
Yeah.
The one thing that I do like, looking at some of the videos that I've seen on of you, it seems like you're back to your roots. You've been working out with Mike Stafford, your original trainer. Tell me why you decided to go back to your roots.
It was just something I was missing. I felt like I was missing. If anybody know me, they know all you got to do is put me in the boxing gym and I'm going to train harder than anybody in the gym. So that really wasn't my problem. Training really wasn't my problem. I never really went in the fight and I was out of shape. I just felt like it was just something missing. And I think Coach Mike was a big part of it.
You've also changed, certainly, your lifestyle. You've given up drinking, which you said led to depression. How bad was it, Adrien?
It was bad, man. When you wake up, you don't eat, first of all, you barely sleep. And then you wake up and the first thing you do is take a drink. And from that drink, it just leads on to another one and another one, and then you look up and it's 10:30 at night again, and then it's time to go to the club, and then you spend 10, 15, 20,000, and then you wake back up and same thing. You know, it was just depressing, and it was a hard cycle to stop, but you know, I did it.
Well, when did you hit rock bottom, and how did you know you had hit rock bottom?
Nothing really like gave me a fulfilling smile. You know, I'll smile and I laugh at certain situations, but it wasn't like I was really happy. It was just like if I see some silly shit, I'm laugh, of course, but nothing gave me like the enjoyment, laughter, the enjoying smiles, and that's what I was missing. And it's crazy because I really only find that type of love and enjoyment in the gym. So I woke up one morning and I said, I'm done. And I've been done ever since.
Wow. How long ago was that?
Months.
Yeah.
Months.
Wow. And was there one person that you would say, who looked at you and said, hey, AB, bro, you got to turn this around, and it's got to start now?
Yeah, me. I looked in the mirror and I was just like, it's over. Yeah, but because you can see it on my face, like you can, like my mom, like I FaceTime my mom and she'd be like, she really wouldn't want to get into it, but she'd be like, have you been sleeping? And she's like, you need to get some rest. And I know where she's going with it, but then I just look in the mirror and I was just like, man, fuck this, man. I gotta turn this around, man.
Yeah. If you had not reached that point, what do you think would have happened?
Shit, I'll be on here trying to invite y'all to a drink.
Wow. Did you think you had like a real drinking problem, like where
No,
you were on the
hell no,
verge
because I can stop whenever I want. Like with me, like I can literally like wake up one morning and just like I'm not drinking no more, and I won't. So it wasn't that. Plus, I don't need liquor to have fun. Like I'm already turned up. I'm like 100% like crazy already, so I don't need no liquor.
Now, as we get closer to the fight and the fight date, you're going to be talking to a lot of people in the media about the fight, and I'm sure this question will come up. How do we know that this change is different from the others? The last change.
I mean, the question always gonna come up, but until you see me perform, then you'll really know. You know, everybody always want to throw out that question, but you know, you can never really get a real answer until you get a performance, and then you can ask the questions or answer it yourself.
You know, every time I've read something about Adrien Broner's coming back online from the boxing media, it says Adrien Broner, still talented but past his prime.
How can I'm only 31? I'm only 31. How can I be past my prime? It's just I've done so much in the sport at an early age that it may seem like I've been in the game forever, but I'm very young. I haven't took much punishment. I got too much more fighting me.
I love that. What now, from a boxing standpoint, what motivates Adrien Broner?
Me, you know, it's kind of crazy, but you know, myself, honestly, you know, when I wake up, like I wake myself up. I When I'm running, I talk to myself and I've just pictured so many things, and it's like I understand that nobody can do it but me. Like don't get me wrong, I do got rich friends. That I wasn't bullshit when I said that, but I'm not trying to live off their fruits and labor when I can make, what I can make. I ain't here to talk numbers, but when I can do all I got to do is get focused and do what God gave me the gifts to do, and that's
Yeah.
box.
Do you, will any of these, we've seen obviously the court cases, will any of those affect the fight at all?
Nah, no. So one thing about boxing, court cases don't fuck nothing up we got going on. It's kind of crazy, but maybe if this was like a NBA or NFL type of organization, I'll probably be fucked up. But in boxing, we good.
You fought, and as you alluded to, you've fought so many big names from Maidana, Porter, Mikey Garcia, Pacquiao. Is there one fighter out there that you say, you know what, I need to get this cat in the ring and show him that I'm still AB?
No, because at the end of for me, it's just I'm gonna do what's best for me. I'm at a point in my career to where I got to do what's best for me and make the best decision for me, and plan and do everything right. Of course, I can go out here and fight anybody. Who wouldn't want to fight Adrien Broner? Nobody's gonna turn that down. This is their chance to fight a soon-to-be legend. My career by itself is I've done things that nobody would ever do in the game of boxing. But right now I'm just trying to do what's best for me and make the right decisions, make the right moves, and just stay as perfectly fit as I can be.
Yeah. And along those lines, what is best for you? When we talk about the weight limit, so when we come back in February, will we see you at 140? What is best for you going forward?
Right now my weight is low. I can make 40 next week. I can make 35 next week, but I think I'll fight 40.
And how many times do you see yourself fighting this year?
I'm gonna try to fight 3 times this year.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to
Wow.
fight 3 times this year.
And all of them at 140?
Yeah, 140.
You told me was this past summer, trust me, I will be world champion again. And you see yourself at world champion again at what weight?
140.
Along those lines, you said something about 135, and it's a division you once ruled, but now it's on fire. You got Tank there, you got Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney. In your opinion, best fighter out of all of those guys?
Everybody gonna think I'm being biased, but I'm just being honest, and I feel like Tank is the best fighter in that division, the strongest fighter in that division, and one of the smartest fighters in that division too. When people see Tank fight, they don't see all of the skills he possessed and everything he got, and I really be on the side of him in the gym, and I see and when you tell him to do certain shit, it's like only God can give you that type of stuff. So, for me, it's Tank. But you, of course, you got Ryan, who's a hell of a fighter, who just put on a brilliant performance, and I texted him. I told him he looked good. You got Teofimo, who's another great talent, young guy, and you got Devin Haney, who's another up and coming young talent. So the lightweight division is definitely on fire, and I can't wait till they start making those fights so I can watch.
Yeah. The interesting thing is we had Devin Haney on, and we obviously were talking to him about that, and he talked about how he felt like obviously he was the best fighter in that division, and he gave a story of him and his father were in the Mayweather gym, and it was dog rules, and I guess he was fighting Tank, and he said, "Only thing I will tell you is that me and my father left that gym with the money." In other words, he said it was Tank who said no more. I give up, and it was Devin Haney. He said I
Listen,
walked out with the money.
look, I'm a keep lightweight talk, but I was there and I seen what happened. But I'm gonna leave it in the gym. I ain't here to stir it up, but I was there, and Devin and his dad, we all know what went on, man.
Hmm. Interesting. Regis Prograis, another guy who we had on, and he said one of the reasons why he came over and signed over at the PBC was that he was given assurances that he was going to get some big fights, and one of them he said was Adrien Broner, and that's the fight that he's looking forward to at 140. Is that a fight you could see in your future?
Yeah, he's a good kid. He could fight, southpaw. But at this point, I get nothing out of fighting Regis at this point. Like I told him, and some of his people, we talk like Mac Main from YCMB, Young Money. You know what I mean? They from New Orleans or whatever. So me and Mac Main talk shit, and I tell him all the time I'm gonna fuck Regis up. Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's all love. I love Mac Main, and I actually got love for Regis. Anytime he fight, I hope he win. And like I told him, man, just focus on your career. Try to go win another world title. Keep building your name, and we can make a mega fight. It'll be a big fight. I'll fuck
Yeah.
him up. I fuck Brody up.
It is funny because, as he said, we have two big personalities.
Mm.
I'm a clown. He's a clown, but I'm gonna stop him. Is what he said,
Man.
which I thought was funny.
Now he is a clown for saying some shit like that. Funny.
um, AB, time for a new segment here called Take a Stand on Your Health. It's brought to you by one of our sponsors, Cave Health, whose mission is to make sure that more Black men not only get an annual physical, but get a PSA test and know their number. In fact, they do great work and provide free PSA tests for people. And since we were talking about your health, many people may not even know this, that I was diagnosed with prostate cancer 6 years ago. And
Yeah.
had I not gotten an annual physical and PSA test, wouldn't even have known I had it. And as the doctor told me, I would have died within a year's time of being diagnosed. But I did get diagnosed. I got the physical and I got checked and obviously had surgery. And I'm here today. What about you when it comes to your health? You're a professional athlete, so you're always getting physicals on your health. What about your father, your brothers, your uncles? Do you ever talk to them about their physical health and getting like a annual physical?
I mean, I come from an athletic family. So my twin, he's athletic. My big brothers, we all built good. We all healthy. But when it comes to we try to be as healthy as we can. But you know, everybody ain't in the same environment as me. So you know, everybody not gonna do what I do on a daily basis or eat the best foods or so. I never really think of it. It's a question that I really never think about, but I think everybody's doing good.
Yeah, and along those lines, because there are nearly 3 million men living with prostate cancer, and it really affects Black men. They ask that Black men at the age of 40 get a PSA test. Do you think that's even something that is on, let's say, your father or your brothers or even your uncle's radar at all?
I don't think so. Not at this moment. I don't think so. I pray no, but you know what? It can be on like you never knew that it was going to be on your radar. It's just something that God got planned for. I just keep it in my prayers.
That's why organizations like Man Cave Health are so important, because they're not only about getting men annual exams, knowing their number, but they provide free PSA tests for people in those communities who can't afford to get them on their own. And listen, all you've got to do is go and get your wellness check, get your PSA test, schedule it today, and go to Man Cave Health website at mancavehealth.org. Sign up for their newsletter. And if you want, you can even donate as well. All you've got to do is text to donate the code The Last Stand to 44321. You're giving to a great cause, providing free exams to people who can't afford them. That's what Man Cave Health is all about. Everybody who comes on to the podcast, we ask them to submit some questions. We got a number of them for you. Let's start on Twitter. This one from Orlando. He says, what did you learn about yourself during this time off that will make you a better fighter in your return?
I figured out no one can do it but me. With that being said, shit, I had to get off my ass and go to work. That's just like you owning your own business and then you having somebody else run it. Yeah, they might run it good, but they're not going to do it as good as you would do it. They're not going to make the same decisions that you would make in that position. So, I just had to get up and say, forget all of the fun and get to work.
Another one from Twitter. He asks, will we see the vintage Can Man?
Of course. The Can Man never left, honestly. It's just, we had to bring him back out. And I think this fight coming back, everybody will see the Can Man.
This one from Twitter as well says, do you still have beef with Floyd Mayweather?
I never had beef with Floyd, man. Anytime that's my big brother, man. Anytime I see him, man, it's always love. I mean, we have our disagreements, that might come out to the media and they flip it one way or another. But, respectfully, I learned a lot from him, and I got love for Floyd.
Yeah. What kind of different fighter will we see out of Adrien Broner in the ring this time around that maybe we didn't see last time?
I think I'll be a little bit more mean. I think I'll be a lot more mean. Yeah.
A lot more mean, huh?
Yeah.
And everyone's going to say, are you going to throw more, Adrien? I know we discussed that last time. Are we going to, or is that, when you say mean, a guy who all of a sudden, because you were always a great counterpuncher, a guy who now I'm going to start walking cats down?
We'll see on that night, man. But the things we working on in the gym and the way I've been looking, it's gonna be a hell of a show.
All right, Adrien, it's time for the last segment of this show. We call it The Last Stand. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. You give me the first thing that comes to your mind. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Here we go. Ryan Garcia says he wants your guy Tank Davis next. Do you believe that will be Tank's next fight?
Yep.
Ryan Garcia says he's knocking him out in 2 rounds. You say what?
And I like Ryan. It's crazy I got to say some shit like that, but he must be off the same drug Oscar was on when he said that.
That's a good lie. That's a good lie. You're wrong for that, but that's a good lie. You are, as you pointed out, always been known as the Can Man. Somebody who 140 pounds can get it.
Well, y'all know my slogan, man. Y'all know my slogan. Anybody can get it. Africans, Mexicans, Dominicans. Anybody can get it, man.
Now, we talked about this too last summer. Bruh, when is that new Adrien Broner project dropping?
Man, look, it's crazy too. But when cause I never made money off of rapping yet. The project is done, but Al Heyman's calling, Steven Espinoza, I'm talking to him. When they start talking them numbers, fuck rap. The numbers that they're talking is music can come next. I gotta get back focused and get the money. So, I will pursue my music career after I get done with this business, but it will be coming out soon.
And because you said you wanted to fight 3 times this year, will we see you in a pay-per-view fight sometime this year?
Most definitely. I think you'll definitely see me in a pay-per-view fight this year, and I'm gonna look good, man. After this next fight, people gonna know that Twin is back.
Hi, Daddy.
What's up, baby?
And let me ask you this: since you have your what beautiful son there,
What's up?
What's up?
Drop us a bar. Give us a quick bar. Give us a little something. Give us something. A little something.
Nah. Right now I'm focused on boxing. And that's what I'm focused on right now. And but I will give you bars when it's that time. Right now it's all about boxing.
And we'll end with this. Because you told us you will be a world champion again, and we'll use this tape. How long will it take for Adrien Broner to become world champion and have that strap around his waist again?
Not long, man. Because the way I'm feeling and the way I'm looking right now, sparring, and probably my next fight.
Wow. So you're saying this year, Adrien Broner will be world champion?
Yes.
That's it. Let me tell you something. That's what we do here on The Last Stand. We bring you the biggest names in sports and entertainment and in the sport of boxing. No bigger name than AB, Adrien Broner. My brother, first of all, it's great to see you healthy, well, and look forward to seeing you February 13th on Showtime Championship Boxing.
Thank you so much, man. You already know. You my boy.
That's it. He is known as the problem, Adrien Broner. Folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.